One of the reasons Ahri is so strong in 2x KO is because she is incredibly non-committal. But let's go over a few points where you can punish Ahri. Disclaimer that every weakness in 2x KO can be mitigated by assists, but assists aren't always up, and these situations happen often enough that it's still useful to know the counterplay. Ahri is always fishing to set up her air dash pressure. A good way for her to do that is with down S2. She cannot true string into this. It is also technically an air attack, so it can be anti-aired or parried on reaction. If you happen to block it, then try to push block ASAP. She wants to set up high-low mixed pressure, and to do that, she will air dash in and go for double overhead, or go for one overhead and then land for the low attack. Push blocking early avoids this. Speaking of push block, another good time to use it is on her S2 attack, specifically the first hit, so it makes her whiff the remainder of the attack. Very frequently, she will cancel this into her Foxfire Blast, but if you can push block, then you make the Foxfire Blast whiff as well, and you can get a punish. Ahri can only true string into S1 from a close-up heavy or S2 attack. If she cancels into it from any other move or from heavy or S2 at range, then there's a gap which can be parried. If you get hit or block this initial S1, then she can cancel into supers, ultimate, or the follow-up S1. However, and I'm probably going to get shot by Ahri mains for teaching you this, if you parry the first S1, then the only thing she can cancel into is a follow-up S1. Universally, you can cancel the parry into forward jump, which will go over the follow-up Foxfire Blast and give you an easy punish. You will want to lab this out with your character to see what, if any, ground options reach. Of course, she does not have to go into the second S1, so if you jump up after her, watch out for her to wait and down heavy you, which is where the truly amazing punish to this comes in. It's a little bit higher execution, but it works very well. What I want you to do is parry the first Foxfire Blast on reaction. Remember, when parried, her only cancel option is another S1. Cancel the parry as fast as possible into dash and do your medium attack. If she chooses to do the S1 follow-up, then medium will hit. If she chooses to stay grounded to try and 2H your jump in, then medium hits before she's able to block. This even works with slower mediums like Brahms at 14 frames. The only character currently that this does not work on is Teemo because his medium is a little more shallow, but in that case, you simply use his heavy attack instead and it will cover both options just the same. Ahri loves to go for limit strike into down S1, which will meaty you on neutral get up, back roll, and get up attack. So all she has to worry about is the roll forward. It's a tight window, but try to wake up parry. Typically, Ahri will go airborne to confirm the blast if it hits or mix if you block. So if you parry it, then you can cancel into down heavy and punish her. This will make her start second guessing her Oki choices, which is good for you because now she's looking for parry and not covering the roll out. Ahri likes to set up a lot of left-right situations with her air dashes. The best way to beat Ahri's cross-up is to not let her start in the first place, but when you inevitably do, you want to hold back to block the first one, and then while still holding back, try to parry the second one. If she creates a true block string, then the parry won't come out, and the game will block for you with cross-up protection. If she leaves a gap, then parry will come out, and you'll get the punish. Ahri players have recently started going for raw held S1 super in neutral. Since this super is technically a projectile, it can be beaten by anti-projectile moves. The only way this super disappears is if you hit her, so keep that in mind if you avoid the initial hit even by parrying. If you are full screen, then you can parry it for some easy meter or block, but if you're blessed, use a full screen super to counter it. In that same sense, Ahri's level 3 is a projectile and depending on range can be beaten on reaction as well. Like I said in the beginning, Ahri is fantastic at being super non-committal, but if you understand the following rules to her air game, then it makes things easier. She gets at most 2 air dashes. She can air dash cancel any air special even on whiff except down S2. She can special cancel her spirit rushes into Foxfire Blast and vice versa even on whiff. If she uses a Foxfire Blast, then she only gets 1 more air dash even if she has not used one yet, and she can only use a single Foxfire Blast before having to land to refresh it. All of this means that she loves to spend a lot of time in the air being non-committal as f, so if you see that happening, then call it out with big buttons. Think of Yasuo stance down heavy, Darius down S1 or S2 super, or Blitzcrank back S1. With how many options she has in the air, every Ahri player will use them differently. So try to get the read on when this specific Ahri player wants to spend their air dash resource and call it out. Condition Ahri to stay grounded where she is much weaker and much more committal. Alright, that's it. Thanks again for watching y'all, and have fun putting this Foxy Mama in the dirt. Adios.